Or maybe if you have no money right now, the only thing that could get you out of that is having a valuable skill that you could get paid a high amount for. What's up, you guys? It is late Saturday night, and I am sitting here at my desk reviewing my payouts and my commissions. Now, I am going to tell you a bit of a story. I remember when I was on Iman Gadzhi's team, I was making decent money, anywhere from $25,000 up to $45,000 a month. And 2 years later, I spent every single dime and put myself at rock bottom. I am sure for you watching this, you have been in this position where maybe you're at ground zero and you're trying to find the best way to build up and make money online quickly. Or, hey, you had money and you spent it all or lost it like an idiot, like myself, and now you're trying to find the best way to build back up from scratch. Now, I am going to show you the best way to die on your sword. This is the best way to make money online quickly. And I think you'll be surprised on how many different online businesses I tried and what went well and what went wrong, which is what I'm about to show you. Hopefully this helps. I have tried a lot of ways to make money online, okay? So first thing I tried was e-commerce. I was big on e-com and found some mild success. You guys may have seen from my e-com guys, Tummy Tots. I was going pretty hard with that e-commerce brand. And yeah, I wasn't making a lot of profit. I was scaling it pretty hard a couple years ago. So people, if you know, you know, right? But also Aerofit. This was another e-commerce store that I had, aerofit.com. I burnt this one to the ground. I'll be real with you. Now, other things I have tried to make money. Amazon FBA, shout out to Bezos, you fucker. First thing I want to say, you guys, is that there's nothing wrong with e-commerce or Amazon FBA. The issue for me was that there's too many big players in the game right now. You will get sunk by somebody that has more money than you. You know, that was the issue that I experienced with every single e-commerce store. And for the e-commerce guys, you may be like, hey, we need to purchase a product in bulk and ship it to a 3PL and do white labeling. I did all that. Okay, I was still getting my products taken, rebranded, and outspend as far as ads by guys that had a lot more money with it than me. And it was the same thing with Amazon FBA as well. Other things I have tried. Forex. These fuckers got me too. You know that school, that academy that teaches and sells you in a Forex. I was in that shit. Lost money. Crypto. Listen, guys, there's nothing wrong with crypto, and I think it's a viable way to invest your money. But this is not something that you could get dropped off in Saudi Arabia tomorrow and get that bag and make a quick 10K and get the fuck out of Saudi Arabia. Sorry. Now, I've tried a couple other things as well, like honorable mentions, right? And I won't touch too much on it, but the whole thing that I want you guys to understand is that if you were ever at rock bottom, at ground zero, whether you had money and you lost it, or maybe if you have no money right now, the only thing that could get you out of that is having a valuable skill that you could get paid a high amount for. So for me, that was sales. So if you guys don't know, I've mentioned in other videos, my name is Alex Beck, right? I got my start with sales, remote sales, by working for Alex Hormozi at Gym Launch. Pretty much, I was scrolling Instagram one day 3-4 years ago. I just went through Q4 of scaling TummyTots.com. I used Alex Hormozi's book, $100 Million Offers, to like construct a good offer for that. Dude, I was making like $35K a month in revenue through that e-com store, and I was making like 8% profit. This was while buying in bulk, while shipping to 3PLs, while driving crazy, trying to communicate with Chinese warehouses and all that stuff. Anyways, I was watching a video, Hormozi posted it, and he was talking about this 20-year-old kid on his sales team making $20,000 a month. You know, and I had a lot of trust in Alex at that point because his book literally helped me make a big pivot with my e-commerce journey. And I was trusting anything he said. I saw that video and I thought to myself, if this random kid could do it, so could I. And I went straight from watching that video to finding the best way to apply to his company. Now, what I will say with sales, remote sales, it took me 5 months to get my first $20,000 check. So yes, the first couple months I was making like $3K a month, $5K a month, $7K was my biggest month. It wasn't until I got promoted to being a closer where I was making the big money. But here's what I want you guys to understand. After those 6 months in developing that skill, by learning to sell, learning a high value skill, I could now go to any company in the world and trust that I could sell my ass off to make at least $10,000 to $15,000 a month, at minimum. You guys, there's been so many times where like, fuck. I have a daughter, right? I live in Los Angeles. Kids are expensive. I live in California. My daughter's in private school. You can't trust the public school system in the States anymore. And I spend a lot of money, even if I try not to. It's hard. It's hard as fuck, you know, like I can't get around spending at least $2,500 a month in rent, you know, and there's been so many times where I've almost hit rock bottom, and the only thing that keeps me pushing and positive is knowing that I have this skill where I could always get my way out. No matter what the fuck happens, the company I could work for will sink, you know, I could spend every dime that I have. I know how to sell. Once you learn to sell, you will never starve, ever. And I'm proof of that. You guys, I think I've you know, at one point with Iman, I was making like $40K a month. And I blew a lot of I blew a lot of the money. And things slowed down. I thought the money was gonna be coming in forever, $40K a month, and you know, didn't happen that way. Got back to zero. But I was always able to sell my way out of it. And of course, like now those are learning lessons for me, and I'm getting better with the whole financial literacy part and investing money, you know, but even on those times, I remember sitting on my bed and like kind of stressing like shit, $1,500 is my daughter's school payment in fucking 2 days. You know, I have another $2,500, $3K, damn near, pretty much $3K going out for rent on the same day. I need to buy groceries. My daughter wants to do swim classes. She's in dance class. And the only thing, I wouldn't say that keeps me pushing, because I have a lot of things that I use to motivate myself, but that has me ultra confident and not breaking, is understanding that no matter what, I could sell. I could go to any company. I have now built a resume up to where any company that is making a lot of money will bring me in and allow me and give me the shot to sell on their team. And since I have worked for these big companies, Hormozi, Iman, I developed the skill because I didn't go to bullshit companies, right, with horrible sales training and shitty pay and all these messed up systems. I developed the skill where I could eat for the rest of my life. Now at this point, I'm running a business, sales consulting. I also help with sales training. I help people with job placement. And what gave me the confidence to rip the Band-Aid off and say, fuck it, I'm going all in on this, was knowing, hey, worst case scenario, I fail, and I could go back in sales and start making $15,000, $20,000 a month. You know, you guys, once you learn to sell, you will never starve.